Hello, dear viewers, and welcome. Welcome back to our channel, where we delve into the lives, the duties, and the occasional dramas surrounding the British royal family. If you're a longtime follower of the Windsors or simply curious about the latest happenings, you've come to the right place. Today's story touches upon both the unwavering commitment to duty of King Charles III and the ongoing, shall we say, complexities surrounding his younger son, Prince Harry. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below. We truly appreciate every single comment of yours. Recently, we've seen a flurry of activity from both sides of the Atlantic. King Charles, along with Queen Camilla, embarked on a surprise visit to Northern Ireland, a trip filled with both public engagements and private, politically significant meetings. Simultaneously, across the ocean, Prince Harry continues to navigate the rather turbulent waters of his US visa situation. Stay tuned as we unpack all the fascinating details behind this moment. It's a tale of two very different paths, both intertwined by the bonds of family and the ever-watchful eye of the public. Our story begins in the heart of Belfast, Northern Ireland, specifically at the Commercial Court. On Wednesday, insert date. You didn't provide the date, please add it for accuracy. King Charles and Queen Camilla undertook a series of engagements, showcasing the monarchy's continued presence and connection to all parts of the United Kingdom. This wasn't just a ceremonial visit, it was a working trip, a demonstration of the king's dedication to his role, even amidst the personal challenges that any family, royal or otherwise, inevitably faces. For much of the day, the king and queen were a united front, greeting well-wishers, attending official functions, and representing the crown with the grace and dignity we've come to expect. However, the visit also included moments of significant political weight, moments that underscore the delicate balance the monarchy must maintain in a modern and sometimes divided world. Later in the day, the king separated from Queen Camilla to attend a series of private audiences at Hillsborough Castle. These weren't casual chats, these were meetings with key figures in Northern Irish politics. First, a private audience with Sinn Féin First Minister Michelle O'Neill, and then, separately, a meeting with DUP Deputy First Minister Emma Little-Pengelly. Now, for those of you who may not be intimately familiar with the intricacies of Northern Irish politics, these meetings represent a significant gesture of unity and dialogue. Buckingham Palace, as is customary, released a brief statement and a photograph from the meeting. The statement, succinct and to the point, read, "This afternoon at Hillsborough Castle, the King received the First Minister and Deputy First Minister of Northern Ireland." While the palace offered no further details on the content of the discussions, it's been reported that the King, in a gesture of respect and cultural understanding, welcomed the dignitaries in fluent Irish. This small yet powerful act speaks volumes about the King's commitment to bridging divides and fostering positive relationships. Now, let's shift our focus across the Atlantic, to the United States, where Prince Harry's situation presents a stark contrast to the events unfolding in Northern Ireland. While King Charles was engaged in matters of state, his estranged son, Prince Harry, was dealing with the ongoing legal saga surrounding his US visa. Just a day before the King's meetings in Northern Ireland, redacted documents related to Prince Harry's US visa application were released to the public. This release came after a federal judge ordered the Department of Homeland Security to comply with a request for information. Now, it's important to note that these released files did not, in themselves, pose an immediate threat of deportation for Prince Harry. However, the story doesn't end there. A right-wing think tank known as the Heritage Foundation has been actively pursuing access to Prince Harry's immigration records. They've now filed a second lawsuit seeking to obtain even more information. Their stated aim, as they've publicly expressed, is to determine whether Prince Harry received preferential treatment during the visa application process, particularly in light of his past admissions of drug use. This raises questions about transparency, fairness, and the potential implications for anyone seeking to reside in the United States. So, we have two very different narratives unfolding simultaneously. On one hand, King Charles, fulfilling his royal duties, engaging in diplomacy, and demonstrating a commitment to the choices. It's a reminder that even within a family as prominent and privileged as the royal family, there are diverse experiences, challenges, and paths taken. let us go a little deeper in the details of the King Charles visit and the Prince Harry's situation in US. It is really crucial to understand the full picture. Let's start with His Majesty. The visit of His Majesty King Charles III to Northern Ireland holds a significance that extends far beyond a simple royal engagement. It's a carefully choreographed event, rich in symbolism and steeped in the complex history of the region. To fully appreciate the nuances, we need to understand the context of Northern Irish politics and the role of the monarchy within it. Northern Ireland, as many of you know, has a history marked by division and conflict, often referred to as the Troubles. This period of unrest, spanning several decades, saw deep-seated tensions between nationalist communities, who predominantly identify as Irish and Catholic, and Unionist communities who predominantly identify as British and Protestant. The Good Friday Agreement, signed in 1998, brought an end to the most intense period of violence, but the underlying political and social divisions remain a sensitive and important aspect of life in Northern Ireland. The fact that King Charles held separate meetings with the First Minister, Michelle O'Neill of Sinn Féin, and the Deputy First Minister, Emma Little-Pengelly of the Democratic Unionist Party, DUP, is highly significant. Sinn Féin is a nationalist party, historically advocating for a united Ireland, while the DUP is a unionist party, staunchly committed to maintaining Northern Ireland's place within the United Kingdom. The very act of meeting with both leaders separately and respectfully underscores the monarchy's role as a unifying force, a symbol of neutrality above the political fray. The reported use of the Irish language by King Charles during his welcome is also a detail worth noting. It's a gesture of respect towards the Irish nationalist community and a recognition of the cultural diversity within Northern Ireland. These seemingly small acts of diplomacy can have a profound impact, fostering a sense of inclusivity and goodwill. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, Prince Harry's situation unfolds against a very different backdrop. The legal battle over his US visa is not just a personal matter. It has become a focal point for broader discussions about immigration policy, transparency, and the application of the law. The Heritage Foundation's pursuit of Prince Harry's immigration records raises fundamental questions. Is it a matter of public interest? Is it a legitimate inquiry into potential preferential treatment? Or is it, as some might argue, a politically motivated attempt to scrutinize and perhaps even undermine Prince Harry's presence in the United States? Prince Harry's past admissions of drug use, detailed in his memoir Spare, have become a central point of contention. Under U.S. immigration law, past drug use can be grounds for inadmissibility. The Heritage Foundation is essentially arguing that if Prince Harry admitted to drug use, he should have been subject to the same scrutiny as any other applicant. And they want to see the evidence of how that was handled. The contrasting situations of King Charles and Prince Harry highlight the complexities of modern royalty. The king, bound by duty and tradition, navigating the political landscape with careful diplomacy. Prince Harry seeking a new life outside the confines of the royal institution, but still facing intense public and legal scrutiny. It's a reminder that the lives of the royal family, while seemingly glamorous and privileged, are also subject to pressures and challenges that are often unique and far-reaching. And that brings us to the end of today's exploration of the royal family. What do you think about this exciting news? How do you feel about the King's visit to Northern Ireland and Prince Harry's ongoing legal situation? Let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. We always appreciate hearing from our viewers, and your perspectives add valuable insight to the conversation. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for more royal updates. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts with us. We'll see you in the next video with more inspiring stories from the royal family. Stay tuned and take care.